Tony, thank you. It's now in the hands of the jury. 6 men and 6 women are now tasked with closely examining what was presented in court and coming up with a verdict for Karen Reed.
Reed is accused of killing her Boston police officer boyfriend when she allegedly hit him with her car and left him to die. It was another lively day at the courthouse where many are supporting Reed, and her defense says she's being framed. Sheena Losciuto is live in Dedham for us with the details. Sheena?
Well, the unique factor of this case, anytime the defendant really makes a move outside of the courthouse, you cannot miss it. The crowd actually starts to cheer and you hear them vocalizing their support. We just saw that twice in the last 45 minutes or so. Karen Reed walked back into the courthouse today as the jurors were being dismissed. You can see right here she's shaking hands with people, saying hi to really what we would consider fans of her. The crowds wait here for her all day long, holding signs showing support.
This is America. These are the people that have the courage to stand for what is right.
Now, the supporters of the defendant really support the case that her lawyers are making as well, that Reed was allegedly framed. They're arguing that because this case involves a lot of law enforcement members as witnesses, they aren't being truthful. That's what the defense is saying. Of course, the state denies that wholeheartedly. Each side had 1 hour today to give their closing arguments.
I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. Those are the words of the defendant. 4 times. You heard testimony from 4 different witnesses who overheard and observed those statements from the defendant on January 29th, 2022.
What evidence do they actually have to prove that that SUV ever hit John? The answer is none. They don't have any. There's no evidence whatsoever.
Now, this story is certainly taking on the national stage. We're also seeing the networks here looking to produce specials on this trial so far. We actually did see the jury bus leave for the day, and no word right now on how long those deliberations might take. Reporting live in Dedham tonight, I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.
First tonight, jury deliberations resume tomorrow morning in the Karen Reed trial.
They deliberated for a couple of hours this afternoon following closing arguments. Reed herself was swarmed by reporters and cheering supporters as she left court. Sheena Losciuto joins us now live from Dedham with what unfolded today.
Well, now it is all up to the jury once again, and this is a pattern we've been seeing every day outside of the courthouse here. A rather lively crowd was outside, all waiting for Karen Reed. Now that closing arguments have wrapped up, the fate of Karen Reed lies in the hands of a jury, 6 men and 6 women. The defendant, facing a second-degree murder charge, leaves court Tuesday.
I don't know if nerves are the right word. Anticipation.
How do you feel about some of those witnesses being in the courtroom?
I didn't even look.
Her supporters try to get a glimpse. Many curious onlookers watching a live stream as the defense and prosecution were each given an hour to make their final arguments to the jury today. The state accuses Reed of hitting her boyfriend with a car and leaving him to die outside during a snowstorm.
What evidence do they actually have to prove that that SUV ever hit John? The answer is none.
What the constellation of the facts and the evidence ineluctably demonstrate here is that the defendant drove her vehicle in reverse for 24.2 miles per hour.
But Reed's lawyer argues she's the victim of a thought-out cover-up scheme, and O'Keefe was actually beat up at the Canton home where several other members of law enforcement were present.
And your job is to make sure you don't ever look the other way.
He asked if anyone saw anything or knew what happened, and the defendant said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Now, we saw the jury leaving for the day on a bus. Now we see what tomorrow will bring. Reporting live in Dedham tonight, I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.